Namaskar and good evening to the viewers of Pandit Ravi Shankar Music Foundation. We are back once again with our reflection series marking 101 years of Bharat Ratna Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. Today, on our 86th episode of Reflections, I would like to invite the senior most disciple of Pandit Ravi Shankar ji, Pandit Janardan Mitta, to our show Reflections.
नमस्कार.
जी नमस्कार.
नमस्कार.
How are you, uncle?
हाँ, ठीक है, बिल्कुल ठीक है. गुरुजी की आशीर्वाद है, बस और क्या चाहिए.
What a coincidence that you are 86 and you are on the 86th episode of
86
Reflection.
episode. Perhaps you waited till then. No.
So to continue conversation with you, I invite Shri Gaurav Mazumdar.
I know my Guru Bhai.
Yeah, your Guru Bhai.
नमस्कार.
नमस्कार, मेरा प्रणाम आपको जनार्दन जी.
Namaskar.
What a pleasure and what to see you and to see you in such good health. It's such a blessing. It's Guruji's
I
blessing.
consider it a great privilege for me to participate and pay my obeisance to the great Guruji.
Thank you. Nabarun, namaskar.
Namaskar, Dada.
So good to see you, and I'm so happy that we are able to continue even in this difficult times and when we are in all different places.
Absolutely.
But we are on our 86th episode, which is just amazing that we are able to continue, because our target is to reach 101, marking Guruji's centenary and the 101st birthday, which
Very
was
nice.
on 7th April 2021.
We must be thankful to Chinnamma for all this idea and promoting.
Yes.
And continuing his legacy in a wonderful way.
Correct. Which she is doing in such a wonderful, manner.
I know.
Tirelessly she is working, and our pranams to her.
I know.
Dada, हम आज का जो program है, we will start with your family background. Little that I know, you come from Hyderabad. That's what I know. So tell us about your family background and about your previous generations, and what was your connection to music in terms of your family.
Very nice, very nice. You see, as mentioned, I was born in Hyderabad on 12th May 1934. My father, a leading legal luminary, he was extremely busy with his practice, but he was so much interested in music that he can sing, he can play harmonium and tabla. In those days, Nizam period, Friday was a holiday. So Thursday evening, he close off the office, sit down with all the six brothers, all interested in music, but not professionally. And he would start the music. It was a tradition in Hyderabad that whoever wants to perform in Hyderabad should first sing at our place. वकील साहब के घर में गाने से आपको बजाने के लिए यहाँ परफॉर्मेंस देने के लिए अच्छा चांस रहेगा बोल के. That was this thing he was having at that time. So I was exposed to the best music at our place. Everybody will come and sing. And even at the very young age, we were exposed to some of the great exponents. And surprisingly, some of the greats who are now here, I heard them even before their marriage and all that. Like Manik Dadarkar was Manik Varma. Then Padma became Gokhale, and Meera Chatterji became Meera Banerjee. So I heard them at that time itself, Like that, all the great artists would come to our place and sing. So we were exposed to music, and it was going on along with my studies. Then after my sister got married, she left the sitar here, and one day I went to the puja room and just lifted it and started playing. Music was already within me. Just I saw how it is played. That's all. So phonetically, I was quite correct in the sur में मेन और ये सब जो ठीक था. But मुझे elementary things, fundamental because they're not um, learned properly. So technically, there must have been some drawbacks, but I was carrying on. Then I started performing in Deccan Radio in those days. That is, I'm talking about pre-independence days. 46 में मैंने हुआ था 47 48 से I used to play in Deccan Radio. And after that, once India, Hyderabad emerged with India, in 1952, Ratan Jankarji, Virendra Kishore Chaudhary, and all the great people came for audition and standardizing the artists. Fortunately, I was put in a grade higher than the local sitar teacher. Ustad Sheikh Dawood, the great tabla maestro, he accompanied me and was so happy that I was playing something which was not very common at that time in Hyderabad. यही चलता था लेकिन विलंबित में बजाने का कोई नहीं थे. मैं ऐसी पिकअप करके जो बजाया था, immediately he phoned to my father and said that your son is very good. उनको सितार में जाना चाहिए. But in that time, I continued my studies, and in 1955, first time, Guruji came to Hyderabad for a Sangeet Sammelan. At that time, I was introduced as a local artist. अच्छा सितार बजाते हो क्या? Next time मैं जब आऊँगा तो ज़रूर सुनूंगा बोलकर. And as he said, next time he came and heard me, and a great man that he is, he said, "You seem to know some of the advanced things without knowing some basics." What he meant was, जैसा डीरे डा रा के बजे वो डा बजाता था. तो ये भी नहीं मालूम तो कैसा था. So in all innocence, I said, "Yes, where I need a guru," I said. So अच्छा सीखना चाहते हैं क्या बोल के. Then here I must tell that my father was there. I looked at him and father said, "Guruji, अगर आप इनको शागिर्द लेने के लिए, if you are ready for that, I don't mind is giving engineering." हमारे 2 साल engineering का भी हो गया था. I completed 2 years of engineering. So he was, sir, he looked at father and said, "Are you crazy?" Then father said, "Yes, you, engineer कोई भी बन सकता है, लेकिन musician सब नहीं बन सकते." So that was the most encouraging thing that has happened. And then he started, next time, he started teaching me, and he asked me to come to Delhi in 1956 for a All India scholarship. Of course, there was only one scholarship for the whole of India. I did not get it. Then he said, "Scholarship or no scholarship, you will get the same lessons." So then the off and on classes started. And then it made such a difference. Earlier, I used to keep music within my control and also study. But अब गुरुजी के पास जाने के बाद all the time music was filled in my mind. So it was becoming very difficult how to manage it. Like God sent, Sardi Studios was started in Hyderabad for the first time. My brother, who was a very good singer, he invited the music director home and sang for him to try for a playback singing. So that music director said, "You see, we have already got exclusively very good Ghantasala and others, and the heroes may not accept a new voice. You send that boy tomorrow for recording him." घर में बैठे से जो है, he invited me for a recording. So on the 6th June 1958, first time I went to the studio and played the first bit. और बजाते ही, immediately everybody said that it was so nice and melodious. Chennai में, I mean, Madras में कोई नहीं है. Why don't you come over there? Sri Ghantasala music director, Venu music director, and another music director came later. He also said that we need you, we need you. Then I started debating within myself. The classical music and engineering, instead of that, classical music and film music may gel better. So then on 19 January 1959, I started from Hyderabad and arrived in Chennai on the 20th January 1959. and there was no looking back. Once I started to come here, because I played for some of the leading music directors already, by the word of mouth, everybody started calling me and they became believer. But I took every care to see that I continue my radio programs and also और कोई भी प्रोग्राम आया तो आई डोंट गो फॉर अ रिकॉर्डिंग बट आई विल प्रेफर इवन शाम के प्रोग्राम पे सुबह का रिकॉर्डिंग में मैं नहीं ले जाता था बिकॉज इट्स टोटली डिफरेंट सितार अलग है उसका मूड अलग है एंड रियाज के लिए I was so busy. I must thank my wife also. She has tolerated me for so long. Because after coming from the recording, I will have my dinner and then sit for practice. But then she asked me, you have been playing the whole day the sitar, why do you want to play now? I said, there I was playing the music given by them. But here I am playing the music that I have to practice. रियाज के लिए बगैर रियाज के कुछ नहीं चलेगा इसलिए I used to continue like that, you know. Those are the days. And then everything continued in the film industry. There's no music director in the film industry for whom I have not played. In all the 4 South Indian languages, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, and Kannadam, they were all recorded here only. You'll be interested to know that Deepak Da, once he came here and he wanted to play for a recording. So I told Ilayaraja, हमारे गुरु भाई आए हैं इधर, वो आने दीजिए बोलते. He played one recording with me for Ilayaraja also. There are the instances. He stayed with me for a couple of days. Such a nice person, really we're missing him. उनका जो है ना, Deepak Da, and your tribute to him and all that was also wonderful, you know. So after that, these things continued, you know, about the film industry. Then in 1967, I went as a member of the Indian delegation to a tour of Europe. There I found that Guruji जो है क्या कहते हैं वो सितार explosion का period था वो. So much of this thing was there. The tickets for the India, 27 countries participated. India was the only country where that all the tickets were sold and were asked to put up another show also. So after that, we went there. I performed there. Then I went to London also. लंदन में एक अच्छे इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग ये है आप एशियन म्यूजिक सर्कल का अंगाड़ी को जानते हैं ना मिस्टर अंगाड़ी सो ही वाज टेलिंग you know it was not a cakewalk for your Guruji to come here and spread here. First time when he came for the university program, there were only 15 leading musicians who attended the program and said, came out and gave statement that this music is something out of this world. Next time when he came, the hall was full. And for 1968 program of the here in London, the tickets are sold out. Royal Albert Hall. So that was this thing, you know. So जो भी कितना उनका ये था contribution, that is something unparalleled with anybody. So हम जब कहाँ मिलते थे, whenever he used to come back, sorry, he will have some master classes जैसा का है ना कभी मद्रास में कभी and Varanasi was very important for me. Varanasi कितना अच्छा ये था and we had a wonderful time there, not only musically, and it was so nice. Every day we will have lunch together and you know कितने lively बात करते हैं. एक बोले Janardan, today we made an apology for Samar. सांभर तो बना नहीं सकते ना वैसा तो इसे कहते हुए जो है ना then he took us around and showed that I want all the small quarters to be built for the students to stay here. ये सब करते हुए बहुत serious music teaching होता था वहाँ पर. Suddenly he will get up and say, let us watch the sunset. ऊपर गए ऊपर जाकर sunset देखने लगे. The road was very close to the house. So he said, रोड जरा दूर रहना था बोले। मैं बोला गुरुजी ने हम बिल्डिंग जरा अंदर बनाना था बोल के बोला मैं। So like that every moment we'll have some wonderful, his sense of humor, his knowledge of everything was so great. In 1965 February I got married, and Guruji came to Madras on June कभी आए थे. So there was a crowd and we were standing a little behind. उतनी दूर से देख के, Janardan, is that the good news? He said, seeing my wife along with me. And immediately said, you come and join me at such and such a hotel. We'll have dinner together. देखिए, किसको इतना याद रहता समझ में? Taken so much of this thing, हर word उनका जो है हमको ये कर देता है. And you have so much to learn from him about his simplicity, humility, and the greatness. And Riyaz के बारे में बोलते थे ना, if I don't practice for one day, I will know. If I don't practice for 2 days, the connoisseurs will know. If I don't practice for 3 days, everybody will know. एक बार, to receive the award, he came to Madras for just 2 days. That particular time, he did not bring his sitar. यहाँ आते ही बोले, Janardan, I want your sitar. तो बोला, अच्छा, I took my sitar and gave it to him. हिरन राय का बनाया हुआ था वो. He only ordered for me. वो ले गया, उनका तार दिए तो तार बदल के दिया. वो 2 दिन भी जो है ना बजा के फिर वैसे वापस कर दिए थे. So लगा के देखिए, even when he is not having the instrument, he saw that he get the instrument. So वो किस्मत भी हमारे लिए ये था, हमारे सितार उनको देख के जो है बजवाने के लिए करते. And every time he goes for the program, he will entrust the sitar only to me. 1 घंटा पहले जाके म्यूजिक एकेडमी में रखो, so that you get acclimatized to the air conditioning. और किसी को नहीं देते थे. So that I take as a big privilege and वहाँ जाने को दे करते थे. Then Vasu, the president of the music academy, once he said, गुरुजी कल के लिए क्या इंतजाम चाहिए? Ask Janardan. Sound के लिए जो is dependent so much on me that he said, अच्छा करोगे तो करेंगे. So these things, and every time he will come on 31st December and perform, and at the stroke of 12, the अच्छे climax में बजाते हुए we just suddenly will stop it. Wish you all a happy new year. किसी को याद नहीं रहता था. And after him, nobody has gone up to that time. 11 के बाद कोई रहते नहीं auditorium में. He was the only one who could contain the audience for beyond 12 o'clock also. So these are the experiences which have been with him. Then the greatest Ganda Bandhan. Suddenly Varna Singh बोले, Janardan, you have not become a Ganda Bandhan अभी हुआ नहीं ना बोल. Then यहाँ करेंगे क्या? नहीं. Madras में the Purohits chant the mantra so well, so I want them वहाँ करेंगे. हमारा मकान बन रहा था. अभी मैं आपको फोटो जो भेजा हूँ ना, वो भी एक बार लेके तो अच्छा रहेगा. दादा को बोलिए. उसमें जो है he came here and saw the house and all that. जाते जाते बोले क्या मेरे लिए एक कमरा है. गुरुजी क्या कह रहे हैं आप? कमरा क्या पूरा मकान आपका है बोल के बोला. Like that he came at least 3 times, 4 times to my house, enjoyed the food, the South Indian food. And at the end he will ask, he learned 1 or 2 words. Tayar sadam irka, that is, have you got curd rice? Tayar sadam. So like that, with a great this thing he was there. दो वो फोटो से एक बार अगर आप प्ले कर सके तो बड़ा अच्छा रहेगा.
आदित्य को हम बोलते हैं, वो फोटोज जो है वो आप दिखा दीजिए आदित्य. अच्छा जनार्दन जी, I would like to read here that Chinnamma is writing that she was there for your Ganda Bandhan ceremony.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to tell that, but I didn't know her at that time.
Was it 1978 or 79?
80 February 4th.
80, okay. Chinnamma somehow remembers 78 or 79. And she's saying She's saying it was so.
ये play कर.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Chinnamai is writing that it was in Lakshmi Auntie's house,
Yeah, I know.
and Kamlaji was there also.
I know. No, I didn't know the children was there. The other day when I spoke to her, she said, I was there. She said,
Yes, yes, yes.
but उनका एक इंसिडेंट बड़ा अच्छा है, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग इट विल बी. आपका और कुछ पूछना है?
नहीं, आप बताइए, प्लीज बताइए.
हाँ. January 89, 20th January, this year, Guruji's program was in Hyderabad. And whenever he performs in Hyderabad or Bangalore, or, so हम वहाँ जाते थे ना. So I went there, and the morning program. बोले शाम में आ जाना बोल के बोले. I went to his place and told him. So with great this thing I told Guruji, with your blessings, my daughter is getting married in May this year. He took me aside, put his hand around my shoulder and said that tomorrow I am getting married. And you know who he is. So that was a wonderful this thing, you know. He had such a magnanimous this thing. And ever since he came, everything was set so beautifully well.
Streamlined.
See the house there that they built, something monumentally here.
Yeah, Chanakyapuri is more like a temple. It's like a.
I know, in a bilkul.
It's a Gurukul. It's a temple. It's Guruji's abode basically.
I know. And you are continuing teaching there. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's Guruji.
My visit
things and I'm doing whatever I can.
No, you're doing a very great job.
Once more. So the date of your Ganda Bandhan is 1980.
4th December 1980.
4th December 1980.
Okay. मेरा मकान ready हुआ था. Flooring was not polished. So बैठने के लिए आता था. Immediately Lakshmi Didi said, हमारे घर में कर सकते ना बोल के बोले.
जी.
And after that, when the Guru Operation हुआ, so Lakshmi Didi sang in my house for the Guru Operation.
How beautiful. How beautiful.
So in that family, और इनका जो इतना ये था जो है और क्या बताइए.
तो हमको एक थोड़ा जो what I wanted to really know कि the talim Guruji
Yeah.
as a guru,
I know.
as a performer the world has seen him,
I know.
as a composer the world has heard him, but as a guru it was the chosen few. You were the
I
lucky
know.
one to be so close to Guruji and go for all the wonderful master classes in
I know.
Delhi, in Varanasi. I'm sure you would have had lessons in Chennai and Hyderabad and Bangalore.
I know.
Speak about that. I think it's important that people know about his
I know.
commitment as a guru and his commitment to
Perfection.
transmitting and sharing the knowledge he had
That
with
is
his
right.
disciples.
That's unparalleled. I should say that no other guru will take so much care to inculcate in his disciples the true values of this thing. एक बार एक कह रहे थे अपने सदाशिव पवार जी और गोपाल कृष्ण जी थे, हम सब बैठे हुए थे, तो बोले बेटे म्यूजिक में नो चीटिंग इन म्यूजिक, यू शुड बी वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट बोल के इतना स्ट्रिक्टली सिखाते थे. सो वंस आई आस्क्ड हिम फॉर मुल्तानी राग के लिए, बोले बजाओ, कैसे बजाते हो, सरगमा बजाओ बजाओ. देन ही स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग, इट मेड अ वर्ल्ड ऑफ अ डिफरेंस. और उसके बाद कोमल ऋषभ के बारे में इतने अच्छे डिटेल्स बताए. द कोमल ऋषभ appears in various forms. जैसे मुल्तानी में अलग था, कोई थोड़ी में अलग बिल्कुल रहेगा, फिर पूरिया में बिल्कुल जरा सॉफ्टर साइड रहेगा, एंड मारवा में इट विल बी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड ऑल दैट. देखो लक्ष्मी जी के घर में बजा रहे थे, ही वॉज ट्यूनिंग. सो रिखब जो है मुझे थोड़ा ज़्यादा लगा. आई डोंट नो हाउ आई एक्सप्रेस कैसा रीड किया नहीं मालूम. I did not say anything. मैं ऑडियंस बैठा हुआ था, looked at me, रिखब चढ़ा है ना, मारवा बजा रहा हूँ बोले. So these are the subtle things that inculcated in this thing. और बोले कि no compromise on all these things. और तिहाइयों के बारे में जो इतना अच्छा बताए हैं. So now I'm able to do a lot of these things. So that's why बहुत से राग ऐसे सिखाए थे उन्होंने, अच्छे अच्छे राग.
So, since you, for the most part of your life, you were born in Hyderabad, then you lived in Chennai, and you have heard Guruji mostly in the southern part of India, but also you have heard him in other parts of the world. Do you think Guruji, when he played in Chennai, when he played in the south, he really presented his music in a different way? Do you think he presented the ragas accordingly? What do you think the changes he incorporated, especially when he went to the southern part of India?
In fact, he has educated me so wonderfully well that whatever he plays, they will accept. ऐसा करने के लिए हो जाता है. मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, just where I had the good fortune of allowing me to assist him for the IIT program. IIT में his commitment to the presentation, उसका वैल्यू जितना जो है ना करने के लिए, previous day he goes to the stage along with me. इतने परफॉर्मेंस बजाए हैं, could have straight away gone and performed there, Previous day वहाँ जाके इंतज़ाम कैसा है बोल के, कैसा अरेंज कर रहे हैं. The lights will come from here, and Zakir Bhai was on tabla. तो जाकिर भाई इधर बैठेंगे, जनार्दन इधर बैठेगा, मैं इधर बैठूंगा, सब करके सब एडजस्ट करके प्रीवियस डे जा रहे हैं इसके लिए. Having performed so many times, and at the end of it, audience is how far is the toilet from here? Just in case, उनका not a single this thing is there. And on that day, there was some performance by an actress. So students का तो होता है ना, paper arrows were thrown and galata सब हो रहा था. Next day when we went there, there was pin drop silence, and he played Purya Kalyan for half an hour only alap. Zakir bhai बैठे हुए हैं, and the entire audience you could control, And उसके बाद he played Ragamalika. So except in alap में I did not play. Guts के साथ जो है, he gave me a little chance, and that was the greatest day in my life that he has allowed me to play. But वहाँ का रागमालिका जो बजाए थे ना, that inspired me so much that I was able to imbibe some of it from him. अगर आप वो play कर सकते हैं तो I'll be thankful.
Sure.
मैं जब
We have the recording of that. Aditya,
Yes.
if you can play the music, please. It would be wonderful. It's so nice hearing all these wonderful stories from Dada. Beautiful, beautiful that was. Wonderful Ragmala.
खास बात यह है हाउ वी गो टू अनदर राग एंड हाउ वी कम बैक, इनसे सीखना चाहिए. इतना क्रिएटिव वे है.
Absolutely. Or last time, I mean, there were many concerts. He would do a talmala also.
ऑन तालमाल आल्सो.
We
एंड
would.
मैं थिंक दो तीन चीजें मैं कहना चाहता हूँ.
जी.
ही इज द वन हु इंट्रोड्यूस्ड फॉर वन फुल 1 year अप्रचलित राग. All rare ragas he has played. Then he is introduced playing in various other tal, extremely well. Earlier it was mainly teen tal and all that. I have not heard of other tals very frequently. He introduced so many talas to this thing. Now it has become common now. And उसमें भी जैसा शिष्य जाति का रूपक जो है ना, that's something wonderful, you know. These are the things that he has contributed for the promotion of this thing. एक बार मैं पूछा था कि why Hindustani tal earlier was much straight compared to the Carnatic intricate tala, this thing. So he's very simply he said, there you play for the temple in the god. Here you play in a court, and you cannot offend the king if he cannot put the tal up. If you very intricate this thing, so this is so ऐसे explanation जो है ना एक एक चीज के लिए how it has come and all that, and it revived all those things. There was a time immediately after independence, after the abolition of all the rajas and rajwadas, so many of the musicians we have condescended to the level of Jihozu. From that standard, because of his extreme exposure to the Western culture and showmanship right from his earlier age, with his great guru, Ravi Shankar, toured all over the world. So most of the things he brought here. Today, we go for sound check, we care about the lighting, we care about the mic, we care about announcing the ragas, introducing the accompanies, and he's got maximum preference and importance to the tabla players also. So many things apart from this thing. I had the good fortune of participating in his composition passages. Passages का जो था ना, Shubha was there. Shubha and myself played sitar. Parth also played sarod. So वहाँ पर जब गए थे, the previous day he called me to come with the sitar, and I was playing the main melody. उसको arrangement जो करना है ना, he was writing. What a great composition he did, you know. Passages का.
Passages, absolutely outstanding album.
Outstanding. So I was fortunate to be present in that, and in that what happened, Balasubramanian was supposed to sing the vocal.
Hey Nath.
जी. So वो जो है ना, first Guruji, he said, I'm busy, I will come later and mix it as usual. हमेशा जो करते. When Guruji sang, वो आके बिल्कुल पैर पकड़ लिया और बोला कि गुरुजी, I cannot sing like you with your expression and all that. तो बोले कि बेटा तुम्हारे I don't have your voice now. कितना इसके साथ तुम्हारा voice नहीं है लेकिन well still it is. So finally they come to the compromise that the ala portion, the non-rhythmic portion will be retained what Guru has played. So beautifully played. Na, I mean, the lyrics and this thing, वो भाव और किसी में नहीं आएगा. Then the rhythmic portion, of course, he is saying, Balasubramanian sang.
It's a beautiful creation, beautiful,
know.
outstanding, and both Guruji ka voice, the Tanpura, the Swarmandal, and the lyrics, and S.P. Balasubramanian's voice also, both put together, it's just magic, absolutely.
I know, he is a very versatile artist. Balasubramanian was there, but in this case, he said, I don't think I can do justice. Frankly, बोलिए. So finally, Guruji said, I don't have your voice, bete बोलिए, okay? But उनका आलाप portion जो बजाय ना, I mean, the earlier non-rhythmic portion, वो बिल्कुल brings tears to your eyes. You know? So these are the, I'm fortunate to be part of that also, you know. These are the great things.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. One day he was free here. He told me, Janardan, you take me anywhere you want. I'm free. He gave me that. Ek rasta, we went for a walk in the beach. You do the talking, I'll do the listening. He was not talking. For 45 minutes, we were walking on the listening. Next day, I'm free today, you can take me anywhere. It was a full moon day. Ashtalakshmi, I don't know whether you have visited that one. 8 Lakshmis are in one temple only. Each step you will get Lakshmi Temple. At the shore of the sea, on a full moon day, he was so happy about and so moved by the divinity there. Next day he started telling everybody, Janardan took me to the Lakshmi Temple and all that Lakshmi Temple. So these are things that संप्रदाय के लिए जो इतना करते हैं, whether it is music or living or something like that, was unparalleled person है. मैं उनके लिए यही कहता हूँ कि वो एक ऐसे आदर्श पुरुष हैं, तो उनके लिए जो है, there's no other saying on that one.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. What a wonderful journey! What a wonderful journey of your life and music with Guruji, learning, listening, and imbibing all. Not just, I think you have imbibed music and other qualities as well.
I know.
Discipline and
And the memory का इतना wonderful है, उनका memory जो है ना.
Yeah, his memory was outstanding. I mean, he was
outstanding, you know. And Madras में जब travel करते थे, I used to have a weakness for telephone numbers somehow. So कहते थे, अच्छा उसको phone करें, Janardan बोलो किसका number है? I will read out the number.
So you would remember the numbers by heart.
But somehow that weakness is there for me.
Yes.
कई में दे रहते हैं. अच्छा एक incident time है ना थोड़ा.
Of course.
See, on his 75th birthday, I celebrated it in the name of Guruji and honored one tabla player who also accompanied Guruji here, you know. And it was attended by Lord Guruji Jayaramanji, then Shruti magazine editor and all those people, all eminent people. And I told him, I have celebrated your 75th birthday and these are the people and all that. Why now? If I am there I'm telling his words. Why now? If I am there on this planet on the 80th year, you may do so. उसको याद रख के जो है, in the year millennium year 2000, I started one sabha dedicated to Guruji, Vishwa Kala Sangama. 2000 में 80 years हुआ ना, तो शुरू किया था. And by strange coincidence, the chronological order कैसा आया है, dedicated to Bharat Ratna Pandit Ravi Shankar ji, inaugurated by Padma Vibhushan Dr. Balamurali Krishna, Padma Bhushan Srimati Kalanidhi Maran, she presided. Then Padma Shri M.S. Gopalakrishnan was honored. Lighting by Sangeeta Kalanidhi and prayer by Chalamati. So they were all in the order, Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri, and like that. It is all His grace. And even today, we are doing all this, continuing to do, and inviting others. समर्थ आके गाए थे हमारे पास, and some people, we invite everybody to perform and continue propagate our Hindustani music. Actually, you will see that after 2000, when I started giving all these things, there's a lot of interest in Chennai about Hindustani music. Now more and more people are joining here. So what little we could do. So he was quite happy with what I was doing for the promotion and continuance of the program here. And I was the first Hindustani musician to participate in Tyagaraja Aradhana. Every year they are doing the Tyagaraja Aradhana.
Tiruvayur.
First time I played, 1976.
In Tiruvayur.
जी
In Tiruvayur.
तिरुवायूर में
Yeah.
वो क्या बात है, म्यूजिक अकेडमी में जो बजा रहा था, Dr. Balamurali Krishna was the secretary of that one. He came out as backstage and told me, tomorrow I'm coming to your house. I said, you are most welcome. He brought that coin of Tyagaraja Swami, pay me 250 rupees and you will be a member. I made a member. Then he asked me, why don't you play Carnatic music? I said, I have not learned properly, and especially I try to avoid any touches, because if I play that, they will say Madrasi Sitar is bowling here, because I come from Madras. दूसरा अगर play किया, it will be appreciated. So like, no, nothing like that. So then I said, I don't know the full kirtana. He taught me 2 kirtanas, which I played in Tiruvayur in January 1976. I was the first Hindustani musician to play there.
How wonderful. How wonderful. That's something really to be noted and something to be really
I
proud
know.
of, that
I know.
you were the first person playing
Yes.
Hindustani music at Tyagaraja Aradhana in Tiruvayur.
I play Carnatic music.
Yes, that's a rule there. If you play in that festival, you
Yes,
have
yes.
to play a Tyagaraja Kriti.
Because, I performed the Jugalbandis with so many of these things, like all Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri Krishnan sir, then M.S. Gopalakrishnan ji, Ravi Kiran, then with Kanyakumari I played most of the places. Even in France there is a Theatre de la Vallée, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Theatre de la Vallée.
Oh, that's a wonderful place. There we performed there. वहाँ इतना interesting है था, she used to use that contact mic, so that engineer came, remove that. He said, without that I won't be able to play. No, it will be played and removed. For once, the balancing was so wonderful. Ravi Kiran told me before going, Janardan, if you are playing there, you like your own playing also. Okay. So it was so nice, acoustically, beautifully, this thing, that violin and sitar. So many performances I have given there. In 1971, I went with one Mr. Ghantasara, the famous singer, to USA for the first time. So we performed, and so many people used to come from miles together to perform. That gave me they gave them the idea to form an association. Now you have got Telugu Association, Kannada Association, all those things have come. So during that period, we were invited to perform in UNO. So I had the good fortune of performing in UNO also at that time because of this thing. और क्या बताइए?
Wonderful, wonderful. What a great journey, and I'm so happy that we were able to talk to you, go through your experiences, and we wish you all the best.
Okay.
Good health. You stay
Thank
safe
you.
and take
Thank
care
you.
of yourself. And once again, thank you very much for coming and making this beautiful episode possible, the 86th episode on your 86th year of birth, and it's just amazing, and we look forward to seeing you again soon, and to hear you play and meeting you. My
Oh,
namaskar to you and to
both
your.
of you are doing, both of you are doing such a wonderful this thing. I'm following all your this thing.
Thank
इतना pertinent questions आप पूछते हैं, so that's very good. Because
Thank
आज मुझसे अलग पूछ रहे थे, दूसरे it is pertaining to those people.
Ji.
So this is a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And thank to Chinnama for
Yeah.
and answering this thing.
Chinnama is with us in all this. She always showers her blessings, and she is supporting us and guiding us. And we look forward to basically, celebrating Guruji's
I
life
know.
and music, not just for the 100th year or 101st year, but forever.
No, it will be forever. Because though there is no other person like him, अवतार पुरुष है और कारण जन्म है. He had a purpose in his life,
Yes.
so that he has propagated.
And
If everybody-
tirelessly all his life,
Mm,
he worked, and he brought this beautiful music
I know.
of our country to every corner of India and to the rest of the world.
इसके वजह से योगा भी पॉपुलर हो गया. Even अगरबत्ती has become popular, and all those things, all the Indian things.
Everything. It's
Everything
become
is-
such a household thing, Indian
I know,
music,
I know.
Indian classical music. And we are so grateful to Guruji, our pranams to him. And
know.
thank you once again.
Anushka is doing very well with the orchestras also.
Yes.
She has such
yes.
a wonderful
He's
memory.
extremely talented, a beautiful
Right.
hand,
I
of
know.
course, as you know. And she has all those qualities of Guruji as a performer, as a composer, and conducting and orchestra. So we are all very proud of our little sister who's done so well, and she's such a celebrated artist in her own
No,
right.
wonderful memory है. The
हाँ.
violinist has
Guruji
written
का-
this thing, and orchestra has written. She's playing just out of this thing.
Yes,
Sound
yes.
was इतना मुश्किल है.
Absolutely.
And she has taken to create this thing for herself.
Correct.
God
Absolutely.
bless her. God bless her and all that.
Thank you, and
Thank you.
I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you,
Namaskar.
Janardan uncle. Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Thank you,
namaste.
Gaurav.
Thank you, Nabarun. Thank you very much.
Right, right.
And
Thank
to
you.
the viewers, do join us on forthcoming week with
Okay.
our 87th episode of Reflections.
Okay.
Goodbye and stay safe.